Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, many of you asked me that sir, in coming days or in coming months, I have an interview, but I don't have any project in my resume. So is project that much important or we can skip it? So guys, to clear this doubt once and for all, the project is very much important as per your interview is concerned. Specifically, if you are giving the technical interviews, then project plays a major role in your hiring. So, what are the advantages of adding the project in resume? What type of projects you can make, you can add in your resume, and what are the common mistakes that you do while you are adding your projects in the resume? All these things we will be discussing in detail in this video. So make sure that you are watching this video till the end, because after this video you will understand the importance of your project and how it can increase your chances to stand out and get hired in your dream company. Okay, so make sure that you're watching this video till the end. So guys, now let's start this video. But before starting the video, please hit that like button as well as the subscribe button for this channel, because every like and subscribe give us motivation for making more such videos. And you can always comment down that on which topic you are confused and you want video from us. Okay, and we will be happy to make it. So guys, now let's start this video. Okay, so first let's just discuss the advantages of projects in an interview. First advantage is the proof of work. See, if you are in an interview, you go and directly say to the interviewer that yes, you have done machine learning, but how interviewer will believe you? This is where projects play a very major impact. That is, they work as a proof of concept, a proof of work that the skills that you have mentioned, you have hands-on experience in that. Once you are giving the interviews for technical hirings, the interviewer wants to hire those people who know how to code, who know how to build projects. This is where you get a slight edge over those other candidates that are simply not done projects, and they're simply giving interviews based on the subjects that they are taught. So this turns out to be proof of work, and always the person who has done projects in real life will be given an advantage over the person who either have a good technical knowledge but he has not done projects. So always projects work in your favor. So make sure if you have time for the interviews to add at least 2 technical projects in your resume. They will be very much, can't even imagine how much impact they will put on the interviewer. It will increase the confidence of you in the eyes of the interviewer, and a lot of discussions which were like other technical discussions, they will be shifted towards this project only. Okay, next advantage is that you own the interview. Now see, let's just consider a scenario wherein you don't have any projects in resume. Okay, in that case the interview is approximately about 30 to 45 minutes. Once you don't have any projects, the entire interview will be structured towards either they will be asking you DSA questions, either they will be asking you operating system, the database, OOPS concepts. You might be able to answer all those questions, but if you are an average person, then that is you don't know every answer, then it will be a big trouble for you. On the other hand, if you have projects in your resume, then around from 30 to 45 minutes, around 15 to 20-minute discussion will be based on your projects, and it will be a very much positive from your side that you will be able to now control the interview. Because first of all, what will interview will ask, give the detail of your project. Since you have done the project, then you will be able to make up the answers and give him a brief description. Then again, many things will revolve around your project, and it will be benefit for you because you have done project and now you know every component of project, and every question regarding that you don't have to make up the answer. It's just that you will know the answers that will be revolving around your project. So that is also a good point, that many of your focus from other things shift towards your project once you have added it. Next advantage for adding the project is that focus on other technical things is reduced. As I have told you, in the interview of 45 minutes, if you don't have any projects, the entire interview will revolve around the technical subjects like DSA, database, OOPS. You might get stuck in them, because see, in 30 to 45 minutes, around 20 to 25 questions can be asked in detail. Now, for your to interview for the interview should to go good, you will have to at least answer 17 to 18 questions out of 25. But on the other hand, once 15-20 minutes are already taken by your project, other 15-20 minutes are remaining for the other technical subjects. So every subject, even if interview starts to ask every subject, only the surface will be scratched for that project and for that subject, and he will not go detail in any of the subjects because the time is limited. So it will work in your favor to own your entire interview and focus your structure towards the project and the basic level understanding of different subjects. So high chances will be there that yes, your interview will go good. So these are the advantages of these projects. Now tell me in the comment section if you have any doubts, that still have any doubts whether you should add the projects in your resume or you should totally rely on other technical subjects, because many of you will say that sir, I don't know development, I can't add projects. But for that problem also, let's just now discuss that what are the categories of projects you need to add in your resume, and whether you need to understand entire development phase of those projects, like how that technology is working and everything, or just the projects that you are making, or just the understanding of projects that you are adding in the resume. So first category of projects are the full stack projects. So full stack projects, what are full stack projects? First of all, the projects that includes front end that is connected to a back end and that is connected to a database. So this is a simple definition of full stack projects, that is you should have an average knowledge of front end, average knowledge of back end, and the database knowledge. Now there are many projects like Instagram, Flipkart, Netflix. The clone projects are very much trending, and they give a good impression on the interviewer because they are full stack, and every bit of technology that is required, you must have learned that to make those projects. Okay, so many of you will say sir, like clone projects are very much common. Yes, the clone projects are very much common, but still once you start to make a clone of a project, many of the technologies that are getting used, front end, back end, database, you get the knowledge of that. So even if it is not your original idea, but still you gain lot of experience while making these projects. And one suggestion from my side will be that once you are making the clone project, you can go to like YouTube or any other platform and you will find lot of clone projects videos. They might be 3 to 4 hours long, and there will be source code also given. So just don't simply copy the source code and like start running that source code in your system, but actually watch that video, do the coding hand side by side, so that you also understand that which file is responsible for which function in your particular project. Because in the interviews, there will be discussion in the projects, and if you fail to answer any of the question regarding a project, it will be a very bad impression. So this is one category of like Instagram, Flipkart, Netflix. Full stack project is one of the categories. You can surely go and check it out, but make sure that you simply don't copy the source code from YouTube. You watch those videos as well, and you do side by side coding also, so that just that piece of code that is related to your project, you should get understanding of that. Okay, next type of project are the API integration projects. So you all know that the entire, like what you can say, ecosystem of all the apps that we are using, their API are used everywhere. Okay, so even if the apps that you use like Zomato, Swiggy, Amazon, so what they do, they uses first of all Google Maps API they use to show you the directions in Zomato. In Amazon, payments gateway API is used for making different payments. So you must make a small project only, not a big one is required, just to showcase the interviewer that yes, you have the knowledge of API, what is API, how it works, how to integrate that API. And the majority of API integrations are linked with Google Maps API because it is used worldwide. Payments gateway API is used in every app that is present. So if you will have a knowledge of these APIs and integration, it will be a very much beneficial. You can choose any language like Spring Boot, you can choose in machine learning, Python also you can choose, but the category of this project is very important, that is API integration. You know how to you should know how to work with these different APIs and how to collab with them. Okay, next category of projects are the job specific projects. So we discuss like for every different job descriptions we require different resume, but we never discuss that okay, for every different jobs we require different projects also. So job specific projects are very much important. Let's sorry, so let's suppose you are giving the interview for front end, then if you are having a back end project in your resume, it will make no sense. So you must like update your resume with the job specific projects also. Like for front end, you can use simple languages like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. All these things will make a good front end. Similarly for backend, if you are using Spring Boot, then it will again, like, you can make REST APIs using Spring Boot. It's just a simple basic backend projects. The CRUD operations you can use, management systems you can build, okay, inventory systems, all these backend systems you can make. Similarly for DevOps also, the pipelines you can make, okay, some pipelines are like, you can collaborate different CI/CD pipelines, okay. So there should be some job specific projects also. So if you understood all these categories, so at least two projects in your resume regarding the job, regarding the technical, it will be good for your resume. So I hope you have till now understood that what are the advantages of projects and what are the projects you can add in your resume. But let's now just discuss that no one will be discussing the mistakes you do while adding the projects in your resume. Let's just now discuss that topic. Okay, so guys, before moving ahead, I would like you to know that we do take mock interviews for different companies and would do resume reviews. So if you are not confident on your resume or you wish to practice by giving us mock interviews, you can book your slot here. The links you will find in the description box. So guys, now let's move towards our topic, that is what are the mistakes we do while adding projects in the resume. Okay, so guys, the first mistake that we do while adding projects in resume is that what we do, we simply go to YouTube and copy the source code and use it in our resume. This is a very wrong practice that you do on your part, because in the interview, if they ask you that, okay, you have made a clone of an Instagram, for example, then what is this component that is getting used for? How you made this UI, how you made this backend, or how you tackled this problem? Then these questions you can be tricked and you won't be able to answer it, and it will put a very bad impression on the interviewer that you have lied in your resume. So this is the first mistake. For overcoming this mistake, once you are copying any source code from YouTube, first of all watch that video. Well, try to code it by yourself by watching the video. Then you will know exactly that which file is used for which component, how this backend is working, how database is working. All these things you will understand. Just simply don't copy paste and go in the interview. The next mistake you do is that you don't have the understanding of the skills that you have mentioned in your resume or project. So what you do, okay, the project you have made on Spring Boot, but you even don't know the basics of Spring Boot, you just copied the project. That is again because once the interview discussion is over, then interviewer can go in deep about the technologies that you have used. For example, in Spring Boot, they can ask you annotations. They can ask you different like what is a DAO, what is the DAO layer, what is service layer. All these questions, whether it is basic or advanced, they can ask you. But again, since you have copied the project, you won't be able to answer these questions, and again you will fail as a student. Okay, next thing you can make, you should make sure that everything on your resume is based on your knowledge. Okay, that anything questions can come in projects or in resume, you must be able to answer them. You should have at least two technical projects in your resume while you are going for a technical interview. You are like, if you are still thinking, if you are still confused, you will be surprised to see the impact of those projects in your results. Okay, so make sure that you do not commit these mistakes. They are very much common. Many of resumes I have done, I have taken many of mock interviews, and you simply just don't know that what you have written in your project or what you have written in your resume. Don't make these mistakes, and the impact of these adding your projects will be highly on the results. So make sure to add the projects in your resume. So I hope I have made all the points clear. If you still have any doubts, if you want to suggest any topics that you want the video for, you can always write in the comment section. We will be happy to make those videos. Thank you for watching this video.